My name is Aian Raquel. I went to MMSU. I took up AB English Studies. I majored in Communication Arts and I finished in 2006. So after graduation, I was hired to teach in a local private university, Northwestern University, where I also had the best experience, no, as first official job. Then I went back to my department in MMSU and taught for 4 years.
We went to Northwestern University. Then after that, he applied sa MMSU again. Then years after, I joined the Provincial Government of Ilocos Norte as the information officer of then new governor, Aian Marcos. Kailangan ko ng creative director, creative genius behind me to do all the PowerPoints, all the preparations na kailangan ni Mama Amy. Sabi ko, "Uy, Aian, would you like to join the provincial government?" Sabi niya, pag-isipan ko. Eventually, he was convinced to join the provincial government of Ilocos Norte as a tourism officer. And I think he enjoyed the job. And until now, he's still there, no?
At nung nagsabi nga si Aian na may opportunity para sa kanya sa Kapitolyo na nire-recruit siya ni then Governor Amy, sabi ko, wag kang tutuloy doon. Dito ka na lang sa university. Mas safe ka dito, mas stable, magulo sa LGU, magulo ang politika. Pero now, in hindsight, isa pala yan sa mga pinakamaling advice na binigay ko. Kung hindi siya tumuloy sa Kapitolyo, napakalaking kawalan para sa mga Ilocano.
Personally, I always love a challenge. I thrive in challenging situations. And at the time, we were figuring so many things out. How to market the province, how to develop the site. So many things were going on. There was never a boring day, kumbaga. I just kept showing up every day at the Capitol, like literally sometimes 7 days a week, working on our programs. And I love this job because of the long list of communities we're able to assist. The work that the government does for these communities are very, very important. And it's always been satisfying to contribute, but also we do a lot of creative work in our office. The provincial government of Ilocos Norte, we have, say for example, Malacanang of the North. In Burgos, we have 𝗣𝗢𝗟𝗏𝗧𝗛, the lighthouse. So all of these and several others. No? In these sites, we host a network of tourism stakeholders, vendors, for example, in 𝗣𝗢𝗟𝗏𝗧𝗛. Agde-decide tayo dun after the use sumarono nga meeting, sumrek tayo to revenue code. As we develop the sites, no, we have to continuously engage with them to address their needs, ensure that their livelihood is for the long term. My father was a museum aide at Juan Luna Shrine. My mother was a high school teacher. My parents, both of them, never complained, about being queer, being different, as long as you stay in school. It's very strict, but was always encouraging to see things differently and not to be shy, especially with being different. I remember her calling me bravo or na bravo, like I'm always performing, singing, dancing.
Sabay sa ikot ng mundo, patungo sa...
We were always competing and winning championships in the province and in the region.
So he grew up in Badok looking at the paintings of Juan Luna. Si Tata Cosit, yung tatay niya, na siya yung security ng Juan Luna Museum sa Badok noon, he was very proud of Badok. So I think that's one of the source of his creative flair. Meron siyang eye for good art.
I have always been proud of Aian. Tinuturing namin siyang anak. He is really part of our family. Mula pagkabata, I have really witnessed his creativity and immense talent. Creative genius siya talaga. Aian has always had a unique way of looking at things, and whatever he created always showed originality and heart.
hindi pa uso ang safe space na tinatawag noon, but I've always found comfort in the classroom, knowing that I can be myself, you know. And MMSU, most especially, my experience at the College of Arts and Sciences gave me that opportunity to be myself. I would say that the 4 years I spent in MMSU were crucial, no, in setting me up for what was to come. It was an environment of discipline. My experience at the Communication Arts program was the most fulfilling. I met the best mentors of the likes of Aurora Reyes, of course, Dr. Malina Lino, Rita Reyes, all of them. And most especially, the late Madonna Domingo also was, of course, up to now, someone I look up to.
I met Aian during his first year in college. That was in 2003. And by the looks of Aian during those times, I really felt that he was an extraordinary student. And throughout the years, I have proven that first impression with Aian and how we see him now in the position that he is currently serving in the province.
Nung tumit laing ti cocktails, yuket itlog, ti pugo, bakit na? Uy, wag mong isasama yung mga kalokohan na gano'n, charot.
I think this is obvious to everybody already. No? Aian is very, very funny. Siya palagi yung joker namin sa klase. At kahit galit sa amin yung teacher, pag siya yung nagsalita, parang ngingiti or matatawa yung mga teacher. So he always keeps the atmosphere light, no? But I think that's something that people see in him until today. Yep.
I've always stayed connected with the MMSU community, my former professors, and then I worked in MMSU, so they became my colleagues. I've always stayed connected with them, sharing ideas, reconnecting from time to time, including, of course, Dr. Agrupis and President Julius Manzano. Julius is a friend from way back when I started teaching in MMSU in 2007. Now I have opportunities to somehow share my ideas, share my thoughts, and what's up and coming in MMSU, like the Creative Summit of Chet.
Pero kahit na napaka-busy ni Aian, pagdating sa MMSU, kalad-karin pa rin yan. Isang tawag lang, pupunta yan dito para tulungan tayo sa ating branding, para sa ating institutional reputation, at para tulungan tayong i-elevate ang ating culture and the arts.
Sa Ilocos Norte Tourism Office, we have a strong events program. And this is also on top of what we do for infrastructure, mga marketing projects, etc. But all these events were really meant to not only promote the province as a tourism and culture destination, specifically for Tan-Ok, it had a bigger purpose, that is to reintroduce Ilocano culture to Ilocanos, especially younger Ilocanos, learn about all these rich stories and histories from our communities. That was the intention. That's why it's Kinatan-Ok, no? Loosely Pride, that was used as a title for the festival. I think it's more a question of how do we want to be represented online? How do we want our culture to be presented to the public and to be represented out there in this fast-paced digital world? And I believe that we can evolve, and digital evolves really fast, and evolve responsibly by having a true and clear understanding and appreciation of our quote-unquote authentic Ilocano culture. And so it becomes a question of discipline. How do you want to be presented out there? I think we have to really respect and value the scholarship and deep understanding of Ilocano culture, but also at the same time be welcoming to contemporary and innovative ideas. our work in tourism, the brand or branding is important, right? And we've always found inspiration from our local culture, our local crafts like inabel, our landscapes, our flora and fauna.
They make use of the inabel. Tinatampok lagi ni Sir Aian Raquel sa lahat ng kanyang mga activities in relation to tourism and culture. That's very important, no? Kasi as we all know, when you say inabel, that's Ilocano, no? That's Ilocano.
Ilang beses na naging best tourism-oriented province ang Ilocos Norte sa buong Pilipinas. And to a great extent, dahil yan meron tayong Provincial Tourism Officer na talagang nag-iisip. Goes beyond the usual. Hindi lang mga events, kundi ina-engage lahat ng sektor, MSMEs, yung mga indigenous peoples, the academe, lahat ng tourism stakeholders.
Pinakamalaking misconception ay yung tourism office ng Kapitolyo at ng mga bayan ay mga events production teams. Tourism work involves a lot of skills because we are involved in so many projects. And the range is, yes, we have our events programs, but we have a marketing program, and then we have our infrastructure, and we manage the sites, no?
Lagi kaming parang hangang-hanga sa mga tourism officers, no? Kasi sa dami ng tao ay talagang nandyan sila to meet you and bring you around, no? Nakita kong gaano kahusay yung training ng mga tourism officers under Sir Aian Raquel.
Noong naging magkatrabaho kami sa Capitol, under the administration of then Governor Aian Marcos, I really saw his dedication to the service and his commitment to excellence. Tuwing may bago siyang ideas, pupunta yan sa office para mag-consult. Supportive kami lagi sa mga gusto niyang ma-achieve because we know na hindi lang para sa personal growth at lalong hindi para sa personal interest, but more for the community and the Ilocanos. He truly wants to make a difference for the community and for the province. From the time ni Ma'am Aimee, then sa term ni Governor Mariano Marcos Manotoc, and now under the administration of Governor Cecilia Araneta Marcos, tourism talagang isa sa mga pinaka-dynamic na industries. Malaki ang contribution dyan ni Aian.
Aian Raquel, Department Medal winner.
Going to the Fashion Institute of Technology is one of the best design schools in the world. And I'm going to say it, it's a very validating experience. Part of being a creative and part of being a designer is to really test your skills, because I never really trained formally as a designer. So being there was a validating experience.
He's a very diligent student. He worked so hard. When they had the graduation and he was awarded, that was a very proud moment for all of us. Gov Cecil was there and some other friends were there. We were so proud because a talent from Ilocos going to a New York school and was awarded the best in the class. That's really something. That's really unforgettable for me.
Of course, very proud kami kay Aian as a Baduqueño. He brings a lot of pride and honor to our town, which is, of course, the hometown of the greatest Filipino artist, Juan Luna. Imagine, hindi lang siya very successful as a tourism officer and creative dito sa Pilipinas. He was also on top of his class in New York. Pero kahit gaano siya ka-busy, he always generously gives time for our humble town. Palagi namin siyang kailangan sa Bado at palagi siyang nandyan para tumulong. At kahit na international na ang kalibre niya, Aian has remained very humble and approachable. And that makes us even prouder of him.
When he graduated, I think in his master's sa Fashion Institute of Technology sa New York City, I really saw another facet of him na nakikita ko siya talagang nagbo-bloom. And when we got back here, talagang iba-iba naman din ang naa-apply niya. I'm really, really proud of what he has accomplished and what he has done.
So I came home realizing that my best gift and the best skills and the best aesthetic I can offer to the world is my Filipino and my Ilocano aesthetic, my Filipino and my Ilocano taste, my indigenous approach is where my true strength comes from. We all aspire to be global and to be international, whatever that means, no? But sometimes what makes you stand out, what makes a designer special is your indigenous voice, what makes you different. And it was being Filipino and being Ilocano that made me different and made me value more my culture and my upbringing here. I have a small business called Maka Collective. It's a fashion design and lifestyle business. Yeah, fashion is a difficult business or difficult industry to really crack and master. But the key, I think, is to keep making and to keep putting your work out there. At this point, I've worked for 3 governors. And now, with the Governor Cecilia Araneta Marcos, we're recalibrating so that the programs that we do are really for the long term.
He's such a multifaceted person na talagang ang dami-dami niyang hats na ginagamit dito sa PGIN. He's not only the prime mover dito sa tourism natin, pero ang dami niyang creativity din na napapasok.
So I think the best advice I can share to students is to explore multiple skill sets and develop multiple interests while in school. Because I always seen MMSU students as multidisciplinary. I know we have our own majors, but a lot of MMSU students choose to be polymaths and are ripe for the new global job market out there. Companies look for people who have multiple skills so that when new opportunities are presented to you in the future, you're ready to seize the moment.
Aian, as the Provincial Tourism Officer now, always makes it a point that he engages our students. So every time there are big shows in the province, he would request our talented students to become part of the production staff or would request the participation of students who he knows would be inspired by what they would watch so that they would be able to continue the wonderful shows that we are doing, specifically those that are highlighting and celebrating our culture and identity as Ilocanos.
I hope that through the work that we do at the Ilocos Norte Tourism Office, we're able to generate long-term livelihood to the tourism industry, for the creative industries, for our weavers, for our designers, performers, who are involved in the many projects of the provincial government. I think that's a very important accomplishment and the legacy that we hope to leave behind to the youth, especially, that opportunities are available in the province, and Ilocanos will need to look for other greener pastures outside Ilocos Norte. Okay?
Dito video yung Chris, mabaling na i-AI na to.
Apay.
Gusto ko good mood.
Kanain kami at bida, inay.